plaintiff, Patrick Oxler, says he and the defendant dated for 3 years after he divorced his wife and the defendant's fiancée passed away. However, Patrick claims they broke up after he discovered she had another boyfriend, and he's suing her for breach of contract. Defendant Shannon Holy admits that she and Patrick were good friends, and he liked having her as his eye candy, but she insists they never dated and were never intimate. Shannon's countersuing for a stolen cooler.
Start with you.
Your Honor, I was acquaintance with Shannon Holy. I worked across the street. I'd eat breakfast pretty near every day. She worked in the deli. We're acquaintance. I said hi, have a good day. That she knew I was married. I knew she had a fiance, and went on like that. Well, I became divorced, and her fiance passed of cancer, and I asked her out to dinner one time, and we chatted, got to know each other, and you proceeded to go out and have fun. We drank a little too much, both of us. We both had a drinking problem. We both went and got help.
Good.
We kind of helped each other. We both been sober for 2 years.
Beautiful. Good.
And thank you. Our relationship went on. I had feelings for Shannon. I'd do about anything she'd asked of me.
So when did you all break up?
March 21st of 19.
Why?
Well, I think Shannon was dating somebody else. And
While going with you, while dating you?
yes. I'd been over to her family at Christmas, went out with their 3 kids to their birthdays, went out on her birthday. I had keys to her house. We were close. I dropped some flowers off at her house. We'd been out. I dropped her off. There was a truck at her house. She said it was her daughter's boyfriend. Well, I dropped the flowers off. I met her daughter's boyfriend, who was about 50. So, and her daughter's 19.
You like older guys.
Well, and I lent Shannon money and helped her get out of trouble. I lent her $1,000.
So tell me about that day. You just walked away, obviously, which would be the right thing to do.
Well, I kind of walked away. I took him out to dinner.
Him as well?
No, I told Shannon he could invite him and her older son to invite his girlfriend. They both said that they had to work. So I told him, get him something to eat. We were at a nice barbecue restaurant.
The older guy.
Yeah, well, I didn't know I knew it, but.
Right, that's some boss game. Where you get the game from?
Oh, well, I got
have him come out with us. Just go get a bite.
I was just trying to see.
That sounds like something my man Project. Look at him smiling. He know that's boss game. He from game. He know when he hear it. Go ahead. So
well, I left the restaurant. I went
Project, I believe he can give you some notes. You think you from Detroit and know it all. He got notes. Where you from?
Kansas City, Missouri.
That Kansas City Slickster, you're right.
Yeah.
Defendant Shannon Holy says she and the plaintiff were nothing more than friends, but the plaintiff insists they dated for 3 years.
Tell me that story. I want to hear how that went.
Well,
you invited this guy who you suspect she was cheating with. You said, let's just all go and have a bite.
I didn't know if she was dating or whatever.
Right, and then what happened?
So I left the restaurant. I went to the bathroom. I sneezed. She said, that's rude. So I went outside, went to the bathroom. I went outside and had a cigarette and looked through the window and kind of watched them squirm,
You watched them squirm?
I was kind of seeing what,
Right.
how I knew that, when she had new furniture she had gotten.
That's right.
And I asked her about, hey, you got money for furniture? You owe me some money, Shannon,
You said loan me some money.
No, I had loaned her money.
Oh, I started to say, you really playing. No. You really playing. You got a boyfriend, you got new furniture, loan me some money.
Well, I mean.
That's real. Go ahead, Kansas City. Then what happened?
Well, I kind of feel that,
And did she admit to the guy at any point?
No.
Let's hear from him now. Ma'am, let me hear from you.
Your Honor, Patrick and I have always just been really good friends. We met many years ago, probably at least 5 or 6 years ago. He enjoyed my company. I was his eye candy. He loved being with me. And we were not boyfriend and girlfriend. And I said on many occasions that we weren't. We were just friends. And then he started stepping over my boundaries. I mean, he'd grab my boob, he'd grab my rear, and I said, stop it. He even turned his face when I went to kiss him on his cheek, which I did kiss him on his cheek and hugged him because he was my dear friend. I was never in a romantic relationship.
Were you
with
all
this
ever
guy.
intimate beyond
No,
that?
no, Your Honor, never.
For 4 years, sir. You with her 4 years? Were you all intimate?
No, I think you have to be good friends before you can be good lovers. I just came
Take
out.
you 4 years for friendship?
I was married
What
for
all you need to know?
I was married for 30 plus years, so I wasn't used to dating and,
All right.
you know.
Take that slick card back.
Yeah, give me your card, man. That's right. Give me your card back, man. I was about to give you the award.
No, I do like to have fun. I did have fun with Shannon. I wasn't pushing it. I mean, I met her family. She met
Sir,
my
this
family.
wasn't your woman.
I did have feelings for her. I'm not saying I
but she
didn't.
wasn't your woman for you to feel the need to follow her and the guy and go and peek through the window.
That was at the very end. We went on dates. We went to numerous concerts. We have pictures of us at concerts. I went to dinner with their son. We got
How
a
much
picture.
money did you put out in 4 years?
Quite a bit. I lent her a lot of money too.
Friendship.
Probably about $5,000. I mean, going to entertainment, doing
That ain't no money.
dinner.
$1,200 a year, that's all you played for? Go ahead. You could have got more than that out of him. You got a big pension, don't you?
No.
Oh, well, you gotta find your man with a big pension. You don't have a pension?
No.
Well, you out of it then. Let me hear from you, ma'am. He says this $3,830 was all alone, correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, no, they were not. A long time ago, I may have signed something when we both were drinking at
that's
the
what you're
time.
handing me. She signed an agreement.
She signed a promissory note.
But it was from like 5 years ago, but I don't remember I never even read it, what I had signed. And he knew I didn't have any money, and that's when it was beginning of our friendship. And he was constantly spending money, buying me gifts, buying me concert shirts. We went to at least 40 plus concerts.
And all those were loans or gifts?
No, they were all gifts.
That was just
we were
going out and having fun.
Defendant Shannon Holy says she and the plaintiff were nothing more than friends, but the plaintiff insists they dated for 3 years.
This is for $1,000. You're suing for $3,800. Do you have any other loans you want to show me?
Yes,
And what they were for? Show me something, sir. She's denying it all. She says they were all gifts, other than
well,
what
for
she says.
$2,300, I had lent her money so she could help her daughter get a car.
Do you recall that?
I never signed nothing, and that was
didn't
when you
sign?
were buying me all kinds of stuff.
Shannon,
everything I needed, you were buying for me, and along with the other items on there, the blinds and all that, because he was helping me out. He'd buy stuff to decorate my, for the holidays for my house. He was constantly buying stuff for the house, helping me out, Your Honor.
Shannon, you were leading me on. The car was for your sister or your daughter so she could go to work, and you borrowed the money and had a payment plan.
Sir, why didn't you have her sign the same thing that you did?
Because I
with
trusted
this?
her.
Well,
I mean, we talk every day. I mean,
sir, I feel sorry for you. You were a sugar daddy that didn't even have any sugar. You didn't even get the sugar. And you wrong for that. You know you're wrong.
Shannon would ask me for things all the time.
I know it, sir. I know the whole, you know what this was, sir.
Yes.
But I can't give you a judgment for being misled or to being a sugar daddy who just wouldn't get, you didn't even go for the sugar. It's your fault. Somebody, you wanted to get to know her. Wasn't nothing to know. $3,830, that's all you needed to know.
Yeah, I mean, I did it. I lent her money because
Your
she needed
counterclaim,
it.
how does he owe you for $300?
Your Honor, right at the end when was basically stalking me at my work and calling me. He came over to my house and stole some gifts from the backyard, and he was the only one to have the keypad to my car. My son had just put his $300 Yeti cooler because he is saving money to fix the car. It's my old car, it's still in my name, and it was sitting in the driveway of my house. He came over and stole the barbecue grill that he'd give me as a gift in the backyard. And that same day when I opened up my trunk, he was looking for another gift that he had bought me, which was a battery charger. And he didn't find that, so he saw this Yeti cooler. It still had the tags on, and it disappeared.
Yeah, and this is all after seeing you with the guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Correct, sir.
And, sir, did you take her cooler?
I did.
I believe it was yours, so you went to get back what was
I went to
yours.
get my battery charger, and I thought she'd call me, and my charger wasn't a gift. It was my sister's. Her car kept breaking down.
No, we're talking about the cooler now.
I understand. I did take the cooler.
Okay.
But I'm not.
I'm going to grant you $1,000, which she says she signed, but she's acting as if she doesn't know what she signed. She didn't read it. She's not going to slick me like she slicked you. So I'm going to hold her accountable for the $1,000. I believe the rest were gifts, like she said, or you certainly can't prove to me unless you have another loan document that they were loans. Because the other part is, I have to presume, if you're a person that makes loans for thousands of dollars, you would do just as you did here. But you didn't because you trusted her, and I think all these were gifts, sir. I'm gonna have to grant you your $1,000. This is a binding agreement. However, I'm gonna grant her $300 for the cooler. You admit to having taken it, and I think all this happened as a result of you seeing her with another guy. Problem is, you move too slow. Be no sugar daddy and don't get the sugar. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff and for you.
I haven't talked to this gentleman in a long time.
Spoke to me every day for over 4 years, and she's just moving on to do the same thing to another person. You know, she's done it before, and I think she's gonna do it again.